Well, there are a number of good ideas, and we certainly want to hear them. I'm going to take a minute here and read a couple of the things that have come in from the video stream. This one is from Michael and Kim Anderson from Meridian. And the first question it has is, why are legislators balking at collecting sales tax on internet sales? So I don't know if I'm going to speculate on that, but I will talk about where that is. Actually, this year, well, it's kind of a complicated issue because we need to do some coordinated nationwide to make it happen. And there's a group called the Streamline Sales Tax that studies the issue and is trying to get to a point where it will move forward. We had legislation for Idaho to join this group. It wouldn't mean that we start collecting tax on internet sales, but it would be a step in the right direction to get Idaho to join other states in the nation that are talking about it. And actually this year that legislation did get out of the Revenue and Taxation Committee, but unfortunately our speaker has decided that he doesn't favor it, and he has assigned that legislation to the Ways and Means Committee, which is, if you don't know, pretty much the graveyard in normal situations. So the other day, actually, we tried to bring that bill out to the floor and did not have any success, or some of us did. So I don't know about the why that they are balking, other than a general anti-tax concept in general, but I think we all know that this is something that's very unfair to our local businesses, because individuals window shop at their favorite local store and then go order online and avoid paying the sales tax. Now, you're supposed to pay it when you turn in your income tax, but I think there's no real accountability there, and it's something that isn't happening, and we're losing a lot of revenue besides putting a burden on our local businesses. The second question, really, second and third questions, I think both just support the reason for having House Bill 29. One of them says, is there a possibility of reducing the current exemptions on the sales tax? And the other says, what about sales tax on services? So I think we have addressed that, and there's a vote for House Bill 29. Then this second one is from Victoria Ingram in Lewiston, Idaho. I think most Idahoans would support a penny sales tax increase, as the IEA tried to propose several years ago to help our schools. Why is this option never considered to save our schools? And you know, that's a decent question, and it's one of the ideas that we can consider and probably should consider. And again, I think just to look at the overall mood of the majority in the legislature, it's hard to get a revenue option out there to be seriously considered, because the prevailing mood is to cut instead. And I hope that some of those people are listening to this discussion today, because we know that many of those cuts in the long run end up being costs to the general fund, as well as imposing a very unfortunate burden on some of our citizens.